season is a fun young adult fantasy that is perfect if you really enjoyed the Rose Bargain or even the Selection. The story follows Alissa, who is secretly a wielder in a society where wielders are hunted down by the king. And as she enters her debut season into society, Alissa learns that there is a compass that is used to track down wielders that has gone missing. She ends up using her time at court to try to hunt down this specific compass. Starting off in the story, I was really unsure. I do think the first half of this was pretty confusing, especially with the whole history of the compass and the timeline of it. I found myself having to go back several times and reread specific parts, and I also thought the world building could have been explained a little bit better. But the second half of the story goes so hard to the point that I ended up loving this book. It definitely has a very large focus on court politics, and that plays a large role in the story. And there are so many characters in this that all have their own secrets and agendas that it makes it really hard to know who to trust. And the second half of the story is filled with so many reveals that constantly had me shocked. I did not see a majority of them coming. I also really enjoyed watching Alissa try to navigate the court and how her experience through this time really affected her. I thought it was really interesting to see how her character changed throughout the story. The romance in this is more of a subplot, and it is somewhat of a love triangle, although there's really 3 love interests, with one being the King Eric, another being a foreign ambassador, Keel, and then the third, Alissa's childhood friend, Garrett, who is also part of the hunters who hunt the Wielded. Despite all of that, I didn't think it really felt like a love triangle, especially because I think it's pretty obvious that Alissa is not interested in 2 of them. However, the romance does focus a lot on Alissa and King Eric. Alissa does try to keep the attention of the king, but it's really more so for her own agenda than it is because she actually likes him. But my favorite love interest was hands down Keel, and the banter between him and Alissa was so good, and I loved every single scene that they had together. I definitely think this is a story that continuously got better the more I read, and after this ending, I will absolutely be reading the next one.